dream I know, deep up my feelings for you.
Headlines: Nigeria Labour rejects President Bola Tinubu claims of agreement on minimum wage. But guys, before we comment fully, welcome back to my wonderful channel, Reality Latest Gist, as we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. So if today is your first time of watching this our wonderful video, kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, and also turn the notification bell to get notified so that anytime our news drop, now you go be the first to watch. And my people don't be small matter they happen for this country. But more no worry, I go to bring the matter as they come our way one after the other. To all our amazing subscribers, thank you so much for joining us on today's news. To all our viewers, thank you so much for joining us on today's news. So guys, make a yarn on the story. Now my people, the organized labor don't come reject President Bola Tinubu claim that an agreement had been reached on new national minimum wage in his nationwide broadcast to mark the Democracy Day. My people don't be small matter. So according to the labor, they said at the time negotiation ended on June 7 that there was no agreement reached by the tripartite committee on the national minimum wage. So rather, two figures such as 250,000 from labor and 62,000 from government and organized private sector were arrived at, and it ought to have been submitted to the president. Meanwhile, the federal government has urged Labour to be realistic in their demand for a new minimum wage for workers, saying that what the relief Nigeria were expecting would not only come in the form of an increase in wages, but from other packages lined up by the government. So in their statement by the Nigeria Labour Congress, the acting president, Prince Adewale Adeyoju, noted that anything contrary to what they have told the federal government to do for them concerning the minimum wage will not only be doctored, but they won't accept it. They say Labour no go accept them. Reacting to President Bola Tinubu's speech, Adewale said that the Nigeria Labour Congress attentively listened to the Democracy Day presidential address that was delivered by President Bola Tinubu, especially concerning the ongoing national minimum wage negotiation. That while the president may have accurately recanted part of their democratic journey history, that it is evident that he has been misinformed regarding the outcome of the wage negotiation process. So they appreciate President Bola Tinubu's commitment to those fine democratic ideas, which allow the work of the tripartite National Minimum Wage Negotiation Committee to proceed unhindered despite some hiccups. But they expected President Bola Tinubu to have used his understanding as one of those who were in the vanguard of the struggle with them around the nation to rescue Nigeria from the hands of the military, to harmonize the two figures that were submitted to him by the tripartite committee in favor of workers and masses, that it would have been a fitting Democracy Day gift to them. The Nigeria Labour Congress expected that the advisor of the president would have told President Bola Tinubu that they will neither reach any agreement with the federal government and the employees on the base figure for a national minimum wage, nor on their other opponents, because their demand remains 250,000, and they never give them any tangible reason to change this position, which they consider a great concession by Nigerian workers during the tripartite negotiation process. So they were surprised at the summation that was given to President Bola Tinubu over a supposed agreement, and they believe that he may have been misled into believing that there was an agreement with the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress. So the Nigeria Labour Congress are saying that there was none, and they must let President Bola Tinubu and Nigerians and other national stakeholders understand this immediately to avoid a mix-up in the ongoing conversation around the national minimum wage. And they have also not seen any copy of the document submitted to President Bola Tinubu, and they will not accept any doctorate documents. So they want to reaffirm their belief that President Bola Tinubu, on whose table the tripartite committee report presently reside, would prepare an executive bill which content will reflect the true demand of Nigerian workers. So they thought it would be an opportunity for President Bola Tinubu to demonstrate his love for Nigerian workers and the masses by showing the pieces of advice that may be coming from those whose intentions are continuously focused on hurting the poor and struggling workers of Nigeria. So they are telling President Bola Tinubu that he should not allow these individuals and groups to sabotage his promises of lifting Nigeria's workers out of poverty. So my people, as the matter here be, did they say President Bola Tinubu advised are not telling the truth, that the leaders of the trade union were intimidated and harassed? And it is important for President Bola Tinubu to understand that they were threatened severally by his operative, perhaps without his consent. So a series of media propaganda calculated to intimidate and harass them were and are still being waged against the trade union by senior officials of this government. My people, it didn't end there. They say fully armed soldiers surrounded the trade union congress and the labor congress while they were in negotiation with the government despite deniers. So recent statements by the senior officials of the government reaffirmed their fears contrary to the assurance by the government. So they remain assured that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's democratic credentials will come to the fore in favor of Nigerian workers and masses. So it is important that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should know that most of his officers are working round the clock to set up the leadership of Congress and the Trade Union Congress. And they had never agreed on a 5-year duration of minimum wage act, though they acknowledged that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu mentioned 5 years or less. But they also agreed that inflation should be pegged at a level for a certain amount to be agreed as minimum wage. So this is to bring clarity to what the report should contain. But people don't be spoiled matter. Even the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, don't talk about this matter of the new minimum wage. He said that the federal government is very committed to revealing realistically and sustainably. But he has, repeatedly said that federal government is not opposed to the increase of wages for Nigerian workers, but they will keep on advocating a realistic and sustainable wage system for the workers, a wage system that will not undermine the economy, that will lead to mass re-entrenchment of workers and jeopardize the welfare of about 200 million Nigerians. So he wants Labour to understand that the relief that Nigerians are expecting and that they fully deserve will not come only in the form of an increase in wages. He said it will also come as an effort to reduce the cost of living and to ensure that more money stays in the pocket of Nigerians. And this is where programs like the presidential CNG initiative comes in, adding that the CNG program alone, by replacing or completing petroleum usage with CNG, we cut transportation costs by as much as 50%. But my people, not be the waiting Labour Congress they find. The thing is that what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu delivered on Democracy Day wasn't what they talked about. It's not what they presented to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because that shows that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was misinformed regarding the outcome of the wage negotiation process. They didn't tell him the right thing, which means a lot of people are working against Labour Congress. So guys, I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, opinions are in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. But if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube page yet, please do us a favor to like and subscribe and also share. Don't forget to turn the notification bell. Get notified whenever we drop our video, because I'm sure you don't want to miss out the trend and latest news happening on social media. To all our amazing subscribers, thank you so much for joining us on today's news. To all our viewers, thank you so much for joining us. On this note, we have come to the end of today's segment. Like, your awareness. Stay safe, guys. Bye.